At this point, everybody needs to go back to English class. And we can start with movies and TV. Because, ta-da, that's literature. Some of the shit they all be saying worries me. You would not pass a 6th grade literary analysis essay test. For instance, I've been talking about Interstellar quite a bit. I just watched it this year and I fucking love it. And I understand not everybody does. But a bunch of people in the comments be like, I didn't like it because I don't like Matthew McConaughey. Hey, that's not good enough. Time jump thing was stupid. Actually, time dilation is a real thing. Christopher Nolan doesn't do emotional movies well. Okay, why? Why? Explain. Explain why you feel that way. Go on. And yes, it is that deep because there's a reason why we took English. To be able to analyze a situation or a story for the facts that are going on in the story. And if you want to have a take about it, you gotta plead your case. Support your argument. If you want to interpret the facts a certain way, support it. Not just go, I don't like it. Or I like this better. You know who does this shit a lot? A lot of shippers. Wow, I know. Listen, deal with it. You're not a protected class. Now, I understand it's a fun thing to do. Yes, by all means, do that. And that's what fan fiction is for. But don't play in my face and say that the way that you imagine it should have been the canon one. And that's not where the story was going at all. Also, it's not about what the fuck you like. It's about what the story is trying to say. The point is trying to make. For instance, coming up as a millennial, reading and watching Twilight. Me personally, I prefer Jacob. Like between the two of them, this is obviously the healthier choice. But it doesn't matter how I feel. That shit was never gonna happen. It was about Bella and Edward from the start. It doesn't matter what I prefer. Where was the story going the whole time? Zutara, motherfuckers, I'm coming for you. Sorry, not sorry. Again, have fun. Write the fan fiction. But I'm pretty sure Katara was gonna end up with the guy she took this whole hero's journey with in the fucking first place. Not to mention the many things setting it up along the way through the entire show. Like the cave of the two lovers, hello. Like Katara being told by that fortune teller that she is going to marry a powerful bender, which Aang is. And Zuko's whole thing is that he sucks. Again, like what you like, but that was never gonna happen. Where it gets real crazy is you see people twisting the facts of the narrative to fit what they want. Which, if you're doing this with fiction, what are you doing in the real world? I once saw somebody say that, well, a powerful bender could mean that he's a bender that's powerful, but powerful about other things, not necessarily bending. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Do you truly think that that was the intent of the fortune teller, to use that specific descriptor? Please don't play in my face. Just a complete disregard of certain narrative facts, like, I don't like the age gap between Aang and Katara. He's 12 and she's 14. Ew. It's the same age gap between Katara and Zuko. She's 14, he's 16. And they'll be like, yeah, but 14 and 16 is better. Shut the fuck up. Some will be like, well, I see a lot of myself in Katara, and I personally like Zuko better. Doesn't matter. You don't get to project your personal feelings and preferences onto what is actually factually happening. Go write the fan fiction. If you want to die on a hill and make a case for something, present your evidence like you're writing a fucking literary analysis essay. Otherwise, I'm afraid this might be like just talking to a toddler. I'm so sorry. Again, yes, it is that deep. Yes, it is that fucking serious. Because if you can't analyze a situation for what it is, you can't read the narrative facts and use your words to defend your interpretation of a fiction with a very specific intended setup. How the fuck are you perceiving and interpreting reality? If you can't get a passing grade in an English class literary analysis essay, open Microsoft Word back up. You got some work to do. MLA format it.